Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing? My name is JC and this is the Cuban Redneck DIY channel where we do cooking and grilling on Tuesdays and DIY stuff on Fridays. So welcome, if this is your first time here. If you are a subscriber, I want to thank you. Over 1,200 subscribers in just 4 months. You guys are awesome. If you haven't done anything nice today, man, do me a favor. Click that little button there. I will guarantee you the karma will reward you. Today's video is about somewhat of a controversial subject, and that happens to be the Cuban sandwich. I say controversial because there seems to be a tug of war between Miami and Tampa, or who created, who invented, who's the best, blah, blah, blah. So the subject is so controversial that the Alton Brown from, I don't know if he's from the Food Network or food.com, the guy Alton Brown, you know, the scientist, cook, he did a video. He did a blind test video. Here's a screenshot. So on this blog post, and you can find it, still plenty of them online if you Google what did Alton Brown think of 4 Tampa Cuban sandwiches. All he did said this was a blind test, and what he did, he insinuated, he never said, he insinuated he had better sandwiches down south, meaning in Miami. Although the video had won over 1 million views, they yanked it from YouTube because he came to the same conclusions as I did. And not just because I'm from the 305, but because I've had Cuban sandwiches in Tampa. I've had Cuban sandwiches in Miami. And I got to tell you, Tampa just doesn't measure up. With that said, you know, if you have a different recipe or you have a different way of doing it, I would like to invite you to our new Facebook group called Cuban Food Nation, where unlike many groups on Facebook, you are able to share your content, and we would like to hear from you. So come join us, and without further ado, let's go ahead and make a Cuban sandwich. To make a Miami-style Cuban sandwich is very simple, and it only requires 7 components. We're going to need Cuban bread, of course. We're going to need mayo, mustard, pickles, a Swiss cheese. Sometimes I use baby Swiss just because it melts easier. We're going to need some sliced pork. When I make pork, a great portion of it goes to making Cuban sandwiches, but this one is from Publix Deli. And of course, Serrano ham. I'm sorry, but according to the internet, there are no substitutions. And unless you have a press, you're going to need a Redneck Cuban sandwich press. Please don't hate, it actually works very efficiently, and I have seen worse. We'll start by sizing our bread. I like mine between 12 to 14 inches long. Followed by a simple aioli or spread consisting of 1 part mayo, 2 parts yellow mustard. After coating both faces of the bread, we'll start piling our meat and cheese. I personally like to split the cheese between the 2 pieces of Cuban bread. This allows the cheese to melt without having to over toast the bread. Another thing you're going to see me do here is portion the meats evenly. This is something you often see done at places that make a lot of Cuban sandwiches. It allows the sandwich to press better, more flat, without a bump in the middle. With our Cuban sandwich assembled, it is press time. To press the Cuban sandwich, we're going to follow the same procedure as in the medianoche video, and that is to melt about a tablespoon of butter in a large skillet. Once it's come up to temperature, place our sandwich right in the middle, place our Redneck Cuban sandwich press over it, and cook for about 3 minutes on the low heat. On my stove, the number 3 setting is perfect. As you start to see the cheese melt, it is time to flip, and do the same procedure on the other side. That, my friends, is how simple it is to make a Cuban sandwich at home. So, no more excuses. My name is JC. This is the Cuban Redneck DIY channel. Thank you for stopping by. I would really appreciate if you was to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.